Hi, and welcome to yoga. My name is Candace. Today we're going to do some yoga practice that will include breathing, some postures, and guided relaxation. So gather your mat, a pillow, and maybe some blocks or bolsters. Let's start in a simple seated posture. This is called Sukhasana. So maybe with the legs crossed in front, close the eyes, and begin breathing. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. The breath be calming and soothing. And so prana, the life force that's witnessed through the breath, is what we use to smooth and strengthen the central nervous system. In making that sound in the back of the throat that we call ujjayi. Continue smoothing out the breath and allowing your mind to just settle into a quiet space. And so as we prepare for our yoga practice, I'll remind you there are no levels. Practice whatever feels comfortable, looking for your own personal edge and staying within your boundaries. Keep smoothing out the breath. Let your breath begin to observe places that are filled with tension and release them. Our yoga practice consists of postures which align and strengthen the spine to decompress and open joints, to allow the mind to settle into a quiet space. And so our practice becomes more of a moving meditation as you soften and fold and unfold in and out of postures. And so opening the eyes and bringing the hands center. Inhale as you circle the arms up. Exhale to stretch upward and backward. Inhale up. Lean up and over to the side, stretching fully through one side. Inhale up. And move to the opposite side. You want to approach your yoga practice with a spirit of being open and almost joyous or happy. As you exhale this time, stretch forward and just allow the body to cascade forward and relax the shoulders and the head. Exhale to roll slowly back upward. Let's come into hands and knees. So I'll remove the prop. Align the hands, the knees, under the shoulders, the hips. As you exhale, flow into cat pose, rounding the back. Exhale, move into cow pose. So subtle sensations observe. Press back into downward dog by strengthening through the abdominals. Stretch. Work vigorously but never violently. Step both feet forward. Fold into a forward bend. Stretch the arms out. Inhale and come all the way up. Exhale and dive all the way down. Step forward and back into downward dog, aligning. And so the principles of concentration and alignment in each posture. Come back down to hands and knees. Stretch back to child's pose. So the hips moving backward, maybe the arms stretching forward. Take a deep breath and relax. When you're ready, move back up into hands and knees. Press back, downward dog. Stretch to the back of the legs, the entire sheath of the muscle. Step forward to Uttanasana, that's intense forward stretch pose. Sweep the arms out and inhale all the way up. Exhale as you extend upward and backward. That should feel good. So we feel an openness in the lower back. Inhale up, dive to forward bend. I'm going to step the right leg back and the left leg forward into low lunge. So here's where you might use the blocks. Use them a few times. Look for alignment from knee to heel, from head to tail. right into warrior pose by rotating the back leg and pressing it into the floor. Stretch. As you lift the torso and extend upward, feel the heart radiate, feeling warm, softness. Exhale as you hinge forward and come back down. Step back to downward dog. So let's do that again. We'll step the right leg through into low lunge. So the alignment in low lunge is knee over heel. Shoulders broad and open. Neck is long. We'll turn the back leg, press down vigorously through both feet and lift up. Now cinch the waist in as the hips drop down, stretch the arms forward. So be a feeling of gratitude permeating throughout your postures, feeling at once content and at ease. Exhale as you hinge forward, come all the way down into downward dog. This time hinge forward. So we're in this plank pose, a strong, lengthening posture. Hold the abdominals in. Be aware of balance, strength, concentration, and ease. Stay here or bring the knees to the mat. Bend the elbows, hover just above the mat, and then press forward. So thread the heart forward, lift up and through. Upward dog. Good. So press back into downward dog. So now we're warm. The body is moved through some flexion, extension. Let's add in a twist. So we'll step the left leg forward again. Bring the left hand inside. Turn the back leg and then revolve. The rib cage open as you stretch the arm up to the sky. Let your breath and your practice be guided by an inner knowing, an intuition. So cartwheel the arm forward. Bring both hands to the same side. Turn the back leg, maybe come down lower or stay. Turn the hands to either side of the leg. Step forward to Uttanasana. Stretch the arms out and inhale up. Exhale and stretch up and back. Every time we come into this extension, feeling content. Inhale out, move to forward bend. Let's try the other side. We'll step the left leg all the way back. Step the right hand inside and turn the back leg and rotate it. Like you're unfurling, like you're unfolding, like you're realizing an inner knowing. It's a feeling of happiness. Let the breath continue to flow. Coming back down. Facing front with the hands on both sides. Come down low. Pressing back up, stepping back and into downward dog. So that was almost like a sun salutation. Let's go through it all again. Exhale and hinge forward to plank pose. We're warming the body, saluting the sun. Come down to the knees or stay here as you bend the elbows in Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow through, lift up, and into upward dog. Postures are about flexibility and flowing motion. Press back to downward dog. Step the left leg forward and into low lunge. Turn the back leg. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. So there's a real strength and vigor, Vira. Exhale as you fold forward, come back. Step back to downward dog. Do the other side. We'll step the right leg forward, turn the leg, warrior. So we're creating a union between mind, body, and breath, letting inner expression of happiness to shine. Exhale. Exhale as you fold forward and step back, downward dog. And so again, hinge forward to a plank pose. Really use your strength. They trust that I am. Bend the elbows, hover. Press through and lift. Upward dog. Press back to downward dog. And step forward to Uttanasana. Stretch the arms and inhale up. So we're coming up now into standing, balancing postures. Come into Tadasana, mountain pose. Equal standing. Press the feet into the floor. Engage the leg muscles. Let's try tree pose. Turn one leg out. Bring the hands to the heart. So the breath continues to refresh the central nervous system. Maybe grow the tree a little bit more. Observe a steady flow of prana. So this breathing technique, when incorporated with the easy flow of the postures that we repeat, keeps us calm in the face of challenge. Slowly move back into Tadasana, Tada. Try the other side. So plant like a tree growing from the roots up. Find strength and flexibility. Maybe your branches face the sun. Slowly come back into Tadasana. Let's move right into chair pose, Uttanasana. So stretch the arms forward and press the hips back. Engage Mula Bandha, that pelvic floor holding. Uddiyana Bandha, the binding around the abdominals. So the seat of who we are. Inhale up and dive into Uttanasana. Hear that breath. Repeat the breath like oceans of compassion for yourself, a non-judgmental flow for you closer to a balance point of ease. More time into downward dog. Stretch. Really open spaces that have been closed off. Let your practice be an expression of an inner knowing, a higher essence. You're going to move into pigeon pose. Take the right knee forward between the hands. Sliding the foot out to the side. Slide the left leg back. Now keeping the hips steady and equal, lift the head and chest up. So again, I could use the block here to lift that hip if I find myself falling over too much, or the blanket, or the bolster. As we slide forward into sleeping pigeon, recognize the purpose of sleeping pigeon is to open that side hip. And so remember, if you have any issues with your knee, and this doesn't feel good, please step out of the posture. Sleeping pigeon looks a lot like child's pose, which is always a welcome place to rest. Yoga yokes all the different aspects of our bodies and our minds and our breath together, so that we're not separate, but rather united. Move the hands back. Turn the back toe under and step back into a downward dog. And then step the left knee forward. Slide it between. Slide the right leg back. Lift up in Raja Kapottanasana, King Pigeon pose. If you want to, slide forward and down. hips becoming heavy. Breath staying even and smooth. But this time, staying down in a seated posture, bring the back leg around. Just try that cobbler's pose by drawing the soles of the feet together. You're really giving yourself a boost here. So lift up, slide the sits bones backward. Hold on to the front edge. Inhale and expand forward. And then hinge forward. Just let the weight of gravity draw you forward to a nice stretch on the inner thighs, the low back, the upper back. So even the neck opens when the head is drawn downward. Find the breath. And then slowly roll up. Extend one leg forward, then the opposite. Hug that knee in towards you and twist. Keep the low back lifting. Like there's an axis from head to tail, growing you taller, and spiral energy up. Exhale back to center. Let's try the other side. And the breath fills, nurtures, and empties. Breath comes and it goes. It's like a river, always changing. As you exhale, come back to center. So we're going to lay all the way down and onto our mats. Get all the way down to the mat. Come with me for bridge pose, or stay right here. In bridge pose, press the palms to the floor, slide the shoulders under, walk the heels in, and then lift the hips. So there's other versions of each posture. You can put your hands under your back and give yourself a boost. You can put the block under your hips. Kind of just stay here. This is one of those postures when you're just not feeling good someday. You just want to stay. The yoga posture to rejuvenate. When you exhale, release the hips all the way back down. Hug both knees into the chest. Take some deep breaths here. Now this part is like a guided meditation where we're really rejuvenating and softening our experience. And so every day our minds are like traffic jam. There's so many thoughts. So maybe extend the legs straight out, letting them fall open. Relax the arms, palms face up. And so again, here's where your blanket or something might help you. Maybe put the blanket under your head or under your knees. Take a few moments here. Stay here as long as you want, relaxing, softening your experience, and allowing everything to melt away. Hello. Welcome to yoga. This time we're going to practice a little bit more deeply. So come to a simple seated posture. Align the spine. Close the eyes. Take some breaths. Make that sound of that ocean filling the body. So we'll warm up a little bit here. Some deeper breaths to expand the chest, contract the abdominals, lengthen the back of the neck. Our practice today involves deeper asana, that means postures, that are meant to increase our flexibility, to open our hips, to keep our back supple, to oil and lubricate the joints. Let's open the eyes. With the hand center, we begin by circling and inhaling up, exhaling as we stretch upward and backward. Making the sound of the breath, inhale up, exhale into forward bend. And allow yourself to roll up slowly, just feeling each vertebrae express its own range of motion. Hand center, stretch and inhale upward again. We'll lean over to one side. So you can allow one hand to slowly move to the floor as you stretch that upper arm further out and down. Inhale as you expand upward and exhale as you fold up and over to the other side. Inhale as you move center. Now this time we'll move into a twist. So spiral the arms upward, revolve the spine, release the arms. Press downward through both fingers and expand upward. So really look into your alignment this time. The low back rising, the abdominals pulling inward, the head aligned directly over the spine like an axis. So twist as far as you comfortably can, honoring the body. Exhale back to center. Hand center to inhale. So we'll go to the other side. Lift and inhale, spiral upward. Exhale as you release down. So our yoga practice is really one of breath synchronized with motion to bring an equilibrium back to the inner workings of all the systems of the body. So the central nervous system sometimes gets out of balance. Twist as far as you comfortably can, lifting the chest up out of the pelvic bowl and move slowly back into center. Let's come right into Navasana. So we're going to do some strengthening as well as stretching today. Hands to the sides of the thighs. Engage the Uddiyana, the abdominal upward lock. So we're really strengthening around the center of the waist. Now engage and expand, lift. You can stretch the arms forward, stay here, stretch one or both legs up. So hold the ocean breath. Bring the legs back down, cross at the ankles, and then walk forward and come into hands and knees. Just practice a little bit vigorous. Press back into downward dog. Stretch one leg up and back. Press it further back. Bend the knee and twist the hip open. Slide that leg forward and through. Step between the hands. Rise up into warrior. So pressing vigorously down. Hatha Vinyasa means oppositional energy coming together. Union, flow. Turn to one side, stretching the arms outwards. It doesn't matter which side you're doing. But expand in every direction. Sink. Turn back to the front and inhale to expand backwards. So reach back. Exhale and fold forward. Step back into downward dog and breathe. So now the other leg stretches up and back. Press. Bend the knee and twist at the hips, letting that leg fall down. Bring the knee back, slide the leg forward, press it vigorously into the mat, turn the leg. Rise up into warrior, sink as you grow. Turn slowly into warrior two, so sinking the tail and engaging the abdominals, so really strong. Virabhadrasana 2. Turn back into warrior 1. Inhale as you expand up and back. Keep the body and the mind as one. Keep watching yourself. Exhale as you fold forward, hinging. And step back into downward dog. Come back down to the knees and then sit up. onto the heels. So the tops of the feet to the floor. This is called Virasana. Very much like Virabhadrasana, but this is about the seated hero or lightning bolt. So we bring energy into the body here. Let's take a few breaths. And relax the eyes. Lift up through the pelvic floor, squeeze up into the abdominals, and lift up onto the knees. We'll turn the toes under, circle the arms up, moving into that camel. Drop one arm down and back, Ustrasana. And then the opposite arm down and back. And maybe you bring your hands to the low back. So let the chest and the belly expand happily, just feeling an openness, a suppleness of the spine. Lift the head and chest back up and back into hands and knees pose. Press back into downward dog pose. Let's slide the right leg forward into low lunge. So high lunge, lift the torso up, lift the belly inward. So keep that scoop. Bring the hands center, then twist. That is, turn to your right, keeping the hands about level with the heart. Hinge forward, slide or glide the chest. Awakening to a higher level of clarity. Come back down. Let's step forward to Uttanasana. Wrap the arms around the legs and breathe. We hold these longer stretches. We're not just stretching the muscle belly, we're stretching all of the connective tissue that encapsulates and connects. So in a very real way, we move the body biomechanically for a large physiological response. Muscles learn to stay long, stay open, to release tension rather than hold on and create dis-ease. Step back into downward dog. So this time we'll do that again. Left leg steps forward between the hands. High lunge, lift up. Engage the abdominals, so scoop the belly, but stretch the back leg. Hands center. Slide forward, twist and pull the ribs to the front, and then hinge forward. Bring the elbow to the knee. Work mindfully. Keep observing your reaction. Let's try stepping the right leg forward. We'll do that twist again. Bring the elbow to the outer knee or thigh. And try the other side. So lift or loop the arm up and over. And just twist the upper torso. Come back to center. Sit up a little bit into chair pose. Reach all the way up. Stretch back. Up. Come to halfway tabletops. Stretch forward. Move the hips backward. Sink the belly up into the spine. Reach the arms in the opposite direction. Bring the hands to the thighs and slowly round. Up like a wave. So the breath fills and nurtures, guided by intuition. Right. We're standing now, coming into dancer's pose. So find a place to stand. Press the feet into the floor. Lift one leg. If you can, hold on to it. Stretch the opposite arm forward and then bow. archer's bow. Bow the body forward, maybe lifting the leg up behind you. Back down into Tadasana. Breath guide you. Just try the other side. So plant. Dancer's pose, Vajrasana. Bow the body forward. This is the essential aspect of dancer's pose. So balance and grace. And so through the thread of the breath, entrance and gain the higher levels. We're accelerating natural healing through the body. Bow the body. Let's try another challenging series of balance. We'll bring one leg up to the opposite knee or thigh. So there's so many versions of this. I'll show you a few. One is we can just bend at that knee and center the hands and hold here. Another is we can bring that leg or foot further up to the crease of the hip and then hinge forward. From here we could even bend the supporting knee and come all the way down into a balance. And move back up and come back to Tadasana. Feels good. So let's try the other side. Cross one ankle. So remember, do any version of this that just appeals to you. Maybe some days try one. Other days try the other. So you really need healthy knees for this version. Not every day. You'll find that your body wants to do every posture. And so moving back now to Tadasana, observe the breath. Observe your reaction. This was a challenging series. Center the hands, circle upward. Dive into forward bends. We're moving back down now to the floor. Walk into downward dog. Step the right leg through to low lunge. Let's make this even more challenging. We're going to stay here. Maybe shift your body weight forward. And then lift the back leg. And straighten both legs. You can stay here sort of hovering. Or you can lift off, the arms stretched out into that warrior three. Or you can keep one hand down. Try opening the body into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Slowly land. Come back down. Step back and into downward dog. Let's try the other side. So gliding the left leg through. Then shifting your body weight forward. And then lifting off. Different versions. You may rise all the way up to warrior. Bring the palm down. Open up. Ardha Chandrasana. Half moon pose. Slowly land. Step back into downward dog. let's try bending the knees and threading through. So some people can really just jump through. Take it one step at a time. So the legs in front now. Let's move into a pleasant twist. Inhale and reach up. Turn. Let's widen the legs a little bit. Try stretching a little forward. Turn, look back. Back up. Try the other side. So an inhale. Before rolling back, let's try that cow face pose. Thread one leg under, stack the opposite knee on top. The knee on top, stretch that arm up overhead and bend it. The other arm sweeps down. So cow face pose, stretching the shoulders. Here's where you might use a strap, a belt, or even just inch your fingers along your shirt. But the essence is to bring the elbows close to the middle. Let's try that twist or that turn, keeping the feet planted into the ground in this case. Lift up onto the feet and spin. So keep spinning. Kind of a fun way to move to the other side. So maybe the other leg's on top now. Stretch that arm up. So this side, I have less flexibility. This seems to be the shoulder holding me back. I'm just going to wait for it. Come all the way down now into a lying posture. Always move slowly, cautiously, like you're waiting. You're waiting to hear something. As you come all the way down now, take one knee. Stretch that leg up. Again, here's where if you have a strap, you would use it to help you stretch that hamstring. This is the most effective stretch. Almost everyone I know needs this stretch. So we can take that leg across to the outside or the inside into a nice twist. And then to the other side. So, kind of keep stretching, stay here. At some point, settle into Shavasana. So just relaxing with the eyes closed, listening to your favorite music, setting aside 5 minutes of your day. Just let the body absorb the benefits of your practice. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. Okay, so now we're going to do some guided meditation relaxation. In order to do this, you want to have a comfortable place. So if you have the mat, a chair, or just lying on the floor with a blanket or a pillow. And so start out, hopefully you've done a little yoga practice. Get as comfortable as you can. Talk about what guided meditation is. Now, imagery is any perception that comes through your senses, whether it's real or just something that's happening inside of the mind. And so your skill at guided imagery will increase, so keep practicing. works best in a permissive, unforced atmosphere. Music, lighting, the temperature, all these things matter to your experience. And so alongside music and the sensory information, emotions. Sit comfortably with imagery inside the right side of the brain. So let's begin. Take a breath. You want to lay back down, comfortably propped up on pillows and blankets. Opening and releasing any pockets of painful feelings stored in the body. Beginning to feel any of the achy, sore, or weary places to shift and move. connecting more deeply. Deep sense of gratitude that this place is available. This inner knowing, always here. This practice is here for you to renew and recharge, to return you to harmony. Deeper breath in and let it go slowly. Inside is all the wisdom and beauty and balance that we need. I honor the space inside of you where the universe resides. Namaste.